Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Chrissy Sawyer here. This is going to be interesting because I am in my deepest water. So I'm kind of feeling everything at the moment. Feels very dreamy, Neptune-y, sensitive. So I thought it might be fun to just hit record and see what comes out. But I was guided to pick this book up. This book, bar none, is one of the best books that was ever given to me as a gift, actually, by one of my numerology teachers. So let me hold it still so you can see it. So Claudine and Berenice, and my sister from another mother, Jax, who's also one of my teachers and best mate, sent me this book as a gift 100 years ago when I first met numerology. And the book is amazing because it blends numerology with tarot as an esoteric study. But actually, it's one of the best shadow books I've ever picked up. So I was guided to pick it up and randomly open it. And it randomly opened here. It randomly opened here. And I'm just going to read you this. So this figure is the symbol of the six, the seal of Solomon. This symbol holds within it triangles of fire and water, sacred geometry, the seal of Solomon, and most importantly, the mystery of mysteries. So then I started going back through the chapter to see where I was, and I came to a poem. I'm going to read the poem. I offer you a universe and you ask for freedom. I offer you a galaxy, but you ask for peace. I offer you a planet and you ask for understanding. I offer you wealth. You shake your head in sadness. I offer you a wild flower. Your laughter is a joy. I ask, what is your secret? Thus came your reply. I have two gifts being given. One is a gift of life, the other to be found and used for the good of others, and only this can be taken from me by misunderstanding, greed, and fear of me. As I watch you turn to go, I wonder, are you the fool of fools or the wisest of the wise? Or a wise fool who knows each must find his own way to peace and inner self? And so I go back a couple of pages to find that we are in Major Arcana number 6, which is the Lovers. And I'm going to read this paragraph to you. The lover stands at a crossroad and has to choose which way to take next. The two women on either side of him represent the choices. On the one hand, he has the world of nature with the simple, natural, easy life of the collective soul. On the other side, there is the crowned queen representing the soul and initiation. The winged child is love, faith, and the beginning of a new life. This child of the sun holds a bow and arrow directed towards the lover's heart, ready to instill in him an action born out of love. Will he give total commitment to the world of nature or to soul? It is the will within him that will determine his direction and the love that will give the impetus for the movement. In this way, he prepares for the next part of the journey, which will take him into everyday life. It's amazing, you know, just reading this and the last, where are we, November the 2nd, the last 2 days, that makes so much sense just to me personally. Do you know, I'm so deep underwater, I have a headache. And yesterday, something happened that's never happened before. So I went for a Halloween walk after a really busy day on Tuesday. And it was one of the most magical walks I've ever been on, just local. It was totally magical. I'm not going to go into it. And it changed me. And the day after, I was pondering and reflecting, still in this very watery space. So I made a video. And for about the last week, I've been aware that there's a new aspect of me, another new aspect of me breaking through, and it's triggering an abreaction in me. So I'm between worlds. And this video I made yesterday, I don't know. No words. This video I made yesterday, I don't know who she was. Okay. And for the last, I don't know, 4 videos, because you know me, I love playing with YouTube. YouTube is such a wonderful hostess. And I love playing with YouTube. But for the last 3 or 4 videos, as this energy emerges, I've been going into this gentle, what do you call it? Self-consciousness after I upload. And I used to get that when I first started YouTubing. Oh God, what if I said the wrong thing? You know, all of that stuff. And I'm just noticing it's very low level and it's very gentle. And so after I made this video, I thought, what on earth have I just done? I was just waffling on about, I don't know what, there was no context. And I watched half of it this morning and thought, where are you going? So I binned it. I've never done that before, ever. So I'm noticing that. So that's this 6 energy. So it's one facing the other. And what comes to mind is, are you choosing the thing that's choosing you? Okay, so that's going to kick up all sorts of alignment questions, commitment questions, integration questions, integrity, purification of intention. As we balance this seal of Solomon, the grail of the heart, and we balance what are we pouring in and what's coming out? What are we pouring in and what's coming out? All right. So to add more newness to today's reading, I have a new deck, which is called the Citadel by Fez. It's gorgeous, actually, because it's a little book that comes with it. There's a little biography in the front of the book, and he's a big Dungeons and Dragons person. So this deck I find magical. I haven't even used it for myself yet. So this is its first outing, and we'll see. We'll see what comes. And the first card out is called the Runaway, which speaks of secrets and running from problems. And I'll show you it with the light bouncing off it. Isn't that gorgeous? I love these cards. The energy is beautiful. There's a lovely question in here. Are you running towards? Well, question 1, are you running? Question 2, are you running towards? Question 3, are you running away? And what constitutes a problem? Because what might be right under your nose that you might not be seeing is that actually something in you has opened the cage door, the perception of a cage, and look, you're blooming, reaching outwards and blooming. So this might actually speak to this might actually speak to maybe an aspect of you that's broken its seed, that's reaching for the light. And that might feel some kind of different, and some kind of I'm also going to take guidance from the book until I learn the energy of this deck. So we'll go to that in a minute. The shears of destiny. Yeah. I'm going to be cheeky here. The shears of destiny, where we think we can cut the ties to a predetermined outcome or to our fate or to our destiny. I was asked a question last week, which was, what motivates you? No, what drives you to do the work that you do in the world? And I stopped and I took a minute, a good long minute. And the word that erupted was inevitability. It is an inevitability that I do the work that I do in the world. So throughout my life, I've done 58,000 different jobs, but all the way through, there's been this river running under my feet, which has been one theme, one destiny. And I've explored it in 58,000 different ways to then put into it the learned experience, that 9 energy, the wisdom, okay, the dissolving of the experience and the realization of wisdom. I didn't know any of this, so I don't want to make myself sound amazing and brilliant. It's all kind of a clumsy stumble, but under my feet is this strong river of you know exactly where you're going. So what is choosing you? Are you choosing the thing that's choosing you? Because I have a healthy question about, it's the choice of the 6. You can absolutely fight it your whole life. You're going to have to find the energy to do that. Or you can give in. The giving in, accepting help and guidance. Well, what does that mean to you? What does that mean to you? Accepting help and guidance. Okay. And the third card is the storyteller, which is about viewpoints and control. And the first thing I got when I looked at this was Plato's cave and how we can see different images in the same situation. And this morning I tuned into the word viewpoint, and it kind of came down to this sharp facet of prism. Like, I talk about a brilliant cut diamond, I think has 72 facets. And you can pick a facet and you can see a thing very, very differently. That viewpoint can be a triangle that big, a facet that big. But there could be 71 other people standing around that diamond and go, but I see it this way. No, look at the light. Look how the light is bouncing off it. Okay, I see a dog. Well, I see a rabbit. Okay, well, alrighty then. And the storyteller doesn't necessarily seek that rigid context. The storyteller can go anywhere. The storyteller can allow tendrils to reach out anywhere without that need for context. Right. So I'm just going to read a few words. I won't read the whole thing, but I'm just curious. Oh, okay. Bear with me. Right, runaway. 138. Stuck amongst yourselves. Okay. So among the crowd, one person stands out, dressed in clothes that look a little too foreign, a map in their hands and a look of uncertainty on their face. The runaway has lived in a cage their entire life, protected yet stifled by wealth and a good family. The runaway longed for new experiences, but was unable to break free. Now that they've finally made their escape, however, they've realized the world outside is too vast. So there's the abreaction. It's the perception of freedom. It's the contract of freedom. You know, we're in this 8th house, so we talk about the contract of freedom. Freedom is never given to you. Okay. This is what nudges us into waiting for permission. Freedom is inherent. You create your freedom, just as you create your peace. A world that's waiting for peace will continue to wait ad infinitum. You create the peace within, you beam it out. That's your bit. That's your work in the world. Create the peace within, do your shadow work, clean it up, beam out bright light. So the runaway is about what is freedom? And when I get it, oh, of course, yes, thank you. I offer you a universe and you ask for freedom. Thank you, Claudine and Bernice. Okay. And fate, I don't want to read into that one, the storyteller. That's about perception. Okay, so that's those three. I'm going to keep it short today because I'm not fully here. Where are we going? I'm going to go Astro. Don't want all of those. It's way too many. These good people have a busy day. Right, that one is grabbing my attention. Imam Coelia's point on your natal chart, root, bottom of the sky, I think it's called. 38. Come to that. It's coming out with the 12th house. Introspection. Look at this deep, deep energy. This speaks to seeds bursting and yeah, stop thinking. Dragon's Hoard. There's a card somewhere in a deck that is called Dragon's Hoard. And as that begins to erupt, which it surely is going to do in Scorpio season, to reveal the truth of Ophiuchus Sag, to then get ready to be built as Sag hands off to Capricorn. It might surprise you. It might cause an abreaction. What's an abreaction, Chrissy? Well, you can look at the technical term. For me, in really blunt language, the abreaction is where there is a conflict between the part of me that's in flow state and moving and my ego. It's that simple. So the ego can sometimes come in to shut that down because it believes its job is to keep this safe. Ego has been working so hard, bless its heart. I strongly advise anybody who works with their ego to make it a cup of tea every now and then and cut it a slice of cake and give it a hug. Because whether we like ego or not, and whether we shame ego or not, it is a wonderful and loving thing. And it's done what we've programmed it to do, which is to shut the magic down, one of the jobs, and to strengthen the projecting personality. So people believe this, never really see this. Okay. So my ego is feeling challenged. And that came through in the video that I deleted yesterday. It was all about me. It's just like, yeah, and what you're telling me that I don't know, what you're sharing with the collective. So bless its heart, it's going to have a cup of tea and a slice of cake later. And we're going to get these guys, this burgeoning, breaking through, I don't know, flower, and my ego in a room together, and they can have a chat in that 6 energy. They can create new geometry. And what can we build from this? It's that. It's how can I create magic? How can I create from this? So that's the introspection. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm seeing with this. I'm seeing this is a person lying down. And then I'm seeing all of these chakras echo in a different dimension. So they're still here in the physical. And there's like an elevation outwards. And that's going to create a step forward or a bridge forward into a higher vibration. It's coming in on that 50, into a higher vibration. If you want, let there be no obligation here to do the work. You know, sometimes I can get careless and be too enthusiastic. It's my Jupiter rocking it. And it might be okay for you to just stay where you are and not do the work. When we can do anything with love, we can do anything with love. Nurture, abundance. I'm not going, I just don't want, no. I don't want to go too deep. So where are we going now? A couple more cards. What are they? Oh, yeah. Let's go there. I don't know what these are called. Sea beasties. Interesting. That's from a different deck. Melt into divine desire. Now, if that doesn't have root written all over it, I don't know. Root. Let's wrap this up then. Let's wrap this up, please. Thank you. I love the colors in these cards. They're so beautiful. Be insightful and established. Ground and rebalance your energy. That's one of my to-do jobs today. Bring your awareness into the now rather than allowing it to occupy the past or the future. This is the stepping over point. The stepping over point is now, and it will not really serve to bring the past to the present. Because keep it simple. That's it. It will not serve to bring the past to the present because the present is different. Okay. Be insightful, insight, inner vision. Establish yourself in your inner vision, inner experience, imperience. Because, you know, when we go down that route, then that's the birth of uniqueness and individuality and authenticity and autonomy. And we're in training to bring that level of uniqueness into the collective house of the age of Aquarius. Facing fear. Look for ways to strengthen your connection to the universe and others. Stay peaceful and calm in the knowing of who you are. And the knowing is within. It definitely isn't without. It sometimes is without. It sometimes is without. If you're in the company of somebody that's wise, sometimes a complete stranger can just say that thing that lands, you know. One of the fears can indeed be the fear of returning to source, which is you. It's all within. That could link into the running. I'm running away from me towards answers from out there because this scares me. Normal. That's normal. But that's interesting. 45, 46, and 49. Leaping through the air, a plan you have made is on track. This is, I sense, 11, I sense this is the river birthing, the river that's been running under our feet that many of us may not have actually had access to be able to manifest and point it towards the light. A plan you have made is on track. It might be an unconscious plan. It might be your inner guidance system coming online. It might be emerging, actually. Without you having openly said, right, I'm ready now. Oh, you're ready when the plan says you're ready, because you're part of something much bigger. If you're waiting for something, get to work and stop putting off ideas or projects you are considering. Okay, so we go to discernment here. I'm going to clarify that card because there's innuendo. There's not innuendo. There's cognitive dissonance in there. And what it doesn't speak to is the intuitive pull. What that's speaking to is push ahead. It's very 3D mundane. And what if I pop a clarifier on there and here I get be ready, primed, and respond, rather than push off in an egoic way, in a rational, logical, and both are true. You know, there's no, be careful here. There's no right or wrong. It's kind of, okay, yeah, right. Thank you. That's brilliant. Yeah, wait till it's in your hands. You'll know. In that moment, you'll know. If you don't know, then allow it to leap, allow it to rise, allow the wisdom to erupt. Because without knowing it, you've been sowing those seeds all the way up to this point. So it's in the hand. It's going to erupt in the hand. What do I call this reading? What do I call this reading? This feels ancient, this card. It feels like an ancient eruption. Following the path of the heart. And remember, water is memory, consciousness, intuition. It's cosmic. I'm just noticing this. So gently, gently does it. Just softly and slowly. We're still in eclipse energy, working our way towards a new moon in Scorpio season. A lot of deep rooted energy. And that's it. I'm going to leave you with my love. I will post this one. And yeah, I'll see you all again soon. I wish you a beautiful weekend. And please like, share, subscribe, comment, have a cup of tea. Take it easy. Lots of love. Bye.